plant in Herefordshire, and number 11 seed, X-Terminator.
Number 11 seeds entering a 5th Robot Wars campaign.
Here we are with X-Terminator. The lads are obviously finding it very bright in here.
There's these lights from the cameras.
Lights from the cameras, their eyes are hurting. Right, you've been in here since the 4th Wars, I believe.
Yeah.
So what have you done to your machine that's going to get you through the 7th?
The biggest change this year is we had an axe last year, which wasn't performing very well, so we've changed to a big flywheel on the front.
What are your tactics once you get in the arena, being sort of veterans at this Robot Wars thing?
Tactics? We don't actually have any tactics.
Just muller everything.
Excellent stuff. 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel steer, vertical spinning disc or axe mechanism. Extremely destructive. Doesn't like flippers with its 1 centimetre ground clearance, and it's slow too.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the two teams then. Diabolus on the left, captained by Graham Hewish. Major Tom, captained by Henry Ryan on the right-hand side. X-Terminator there on the left. Marlon and Simon and Tsunami on the right. Eric and Jochen. In the arena for the house robot, Sergeant Bash and Shunt as well.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
2 robots survive this battle to go through to the second round. Major Tom's lost his head straight away. Diabolus was flipped too. Diabolus is okay. It can run both ways up, but it's lost its disc. Carnage already in the war zone, and Major Tom out! Gone! Hit by the tidal wave, the tsunami, and they went. Diabolus in all sorts of problems. Look, the roof has caved in on Diabolus' world, and Tsunami gets another flip in. It's all over.
Cease.
2 out, 2 through.
Well. Diabolus, diabolical. Major Tom, major disappointment. The 11 seed, X-Terminator, and Tsunami, the new wave of robot, they go through!
Well done, lads. You got through. You're still wearing the shades.
Yeah. It's getting brighter every day in here.
Getting bright, very bright every day. You've got no damage that I can see. It looks pretty intact.
There's none at all. Actually, there's a few scratches.
Do you want to know who you're fighting?
It'd be nice.
Killer Carrot.
Thought it might be.
Do you reckon you can take them?
Yeah, diced carrots.
Killer Carrot 2.
Up against it, perhaps, Rob, Adam and Dominic Engelbright.
X-Terminator.
Formidable, the machine of Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin.
Roboteers, stand by.
Forceful too in the arena, so kill a lot. And also Dead Metal.
2, 1.
And off we go. This for a place in the heat final. X-Terminator slow to get off and underway. Killer Carrots, Flipper wedged on. Sir Killalot looks closely. X-Terminator doing all the pushing and pressing. 98 kilos, slightly the lighter of the two, would you believe? The slower of the two. Killer Carrot 2 moving away. X-Terminator in peril from Sir Killalot and is sluggish here at the start of this second round battle until that moment when the blade simply ripped into Killer Carrot, maybe missing a couple of defensive plates according to Rob, and suffering as a consequence. The power there of X-Terminator's spinning disc. You remember from previous wars, it had a huge axe, but it was not as effective as that spinning disc. And again on the onslaught. The whole fight has changed. In the past, it has taken very good machines to stop X-Terminator, like Firestorm 4 and Wild Thing and Panic Attack and Pussycat way back in the history of Robot Wars. But this, to me, is a much better machine as it rips into Killer Carrot 2 once again. Looks big and bulky and strong, and you can clearly see it has immense destructive power. Killer Carrot 2 is finished here. X-Terminator causing more damage, slicing through. We said right at the start of the program that Killer Carrot 2 had vulnerable wheels, pitiful armament. Oh dear. Sliced and diced carrot. Oh, but moving helped a little bit along the way. And the Anglebright boys still have a little bit of hope, perhaps. Oh, look at the glare in the eyes. X-Terminator poised, looking, seeking the prey, chasing. Killer Carrot trying to get in behind Secure. Maybe not the best move. Pressing. Are they going to press the pit release? They are. Are they yet confident then they can push X-Terminator down into that pit? Maybe it's the only tactic left to them. Doesn't matter, they're out. The final blow. Significant. Killer Carrot 2. Lifted up in the air. Look at this. X-Terminator coming in. Bash from the blade. And out they went.
Well. Killer Carrot, more like grated carrot. X-Terminator, they go through! Coming together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking a lot better this year.
That robot has never worked that well before.
No, we've ditched the axe and it was a good move by the looks of it.
Definite good move. That axe never penetrated anything. Whereas that
Piece of paper?
Whereas that spinner, whew,
Goes well, doesn't it? Really does damage.
how fast does it go?
Only about 1,500 RPM.
Yeah.
Yeah, it weighs about 15 kilos.
And it's destructive, isn't it? Well, let's hope you go all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. This is Terminator X, X-Terminator!
This is the heat final. The tension is building immensely. I'm feeling myself coming over all funny. How are you boys feeling?
I'm all right. Calm, relaxed. I can't wait to get in there.
Really?
Yeah.
You absolutely annihilated Killer Carrot in that last
Shredded
round.
carrot.
It was shredded carrot.
And flipped him out after. So spot on.
You hoping to do the same in the next?
Well, hoping to, yeah. But it's good. We'll see what happens in the first 30 seconds.
X-Terminator.
The axe of yore now gone. The spinning disc there. Fearsome for the team. Marlon and Simon.
Tsunami.
Have we seen a more powerful flipper than this in this series? Eric and Jochen in the control booth.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, Sir Killalot and Growler.
3, 2, 1.
Boy, I'm looking forward to this. Tsunami as X-Terminator again gets off to a slow start. Tsunami by far the quicker machine. 30 mile an hour top speeds. The X-Terminator 9 miles an hour. Waiting to see if they can get the blade in, and they do! That's where they're slow to get away. Waiting for the spinning blade to get up to full speed before they can attack Jochen Wittmann's machine. Tsunami backing away, trying to expose the ground clearance of X-Terminator. Only 1 centimetre ground clearance, but it was good enough. Jochen at the weapons, use the weapons diligently, and can X-Terminator self-right? Huge flip. Up goes 98 kilos of robot, skittering across the arena floor. In comes Tsunami with a slam. If they can get a flip in there, X-Terminator could be out of the arena, out of the war zone, out of Robot Wars, the 7th Wars. They are teetering on the brink of oblivion, the number 11 seeds. Can the German entry go in and finish them off here? X-Terminator really in grave danger. Upended, almost over. Just hanging on by a thread. Can they come down and self-right? Tsunami will have another go. Again they crash down, and ironically that has righted X-Terminator. And now you begin to wonder about the supply of CO2 on board Tsunami. I said right at the start of the program it was limited. Can they continue flipping, or will X-Terminator now turn this battle on its head? What life is left in that Tsunami weaponry? Did they go too early? Have they used up all the CO2? Is there a flip left? Side by side, I don't think there is. They're backing away. So what can they do now? Draw X-Terminator on to an angle grinder? The pit! They're rocking here, Tsunami. They're righting. Enough CO2 left in for that. Perhaps they kept it back to self-right. Look, there you see. The Sremek, absolutely essential in Robot Wars. For a wedge-shaped flipper like this, they're over. X-Terminator closing in. And another bash, another self-right. But I don't think that's a full pressure flipper any longer. And I think X-Terminator are now on top and now beginning to carve damage onto what has been a very good machine. On its side, Tsunami, and smoking, and breaking up. What a shame. What a good machine X-Terminator is, though. Number 11 seeds, and hugely improved. I saw there just a flicker of flame. Sparks flying, the blade spinning, the weaponry potent. That has been their problem in the past. A durable machine has lacked that killing instinct. It now has it with the blade, and X-Terminator could be a force in Robot Wars, the 7th Wars. Tsunami out, it's over. A brilliant effort comes to an end. X-Terminator, heat winners. Ecstasy and joy for Simon Baldwin and Marlon Pritchard. And disappointment for Eric Ehrensberger and Jochen Wittmann as their machine came to a grisly end. The fall was a mighty one.
What a fantastic battle! Tsunami turns into a gentle ocean ripple lapping at the toes of defeat. The X-Terminator, they're through to the series semi-finals! 11 seeds, and I'd say through by the skin of your teeth. It was only their sort of their killer instinct that kind of backfired on them.
We
really.
already had the sinking feeling. We thought we had gone, and we couldn't believe it.
Do you know? I'm not sure if a circular weapon has ever taken a robot out of the arena before.
I think it's only Matilda that has done it so far.
Yeah, but not a contestant.
It's good going.
It's an amazing weapon, isn't it? Into the series semi-finals. Any scores you want to settle? Anyone who's like...
Yeah, we got some scores. We'd like Panic Attack and rip them to pieces, but...
Well, you've gone out to so many robots. I mean...
Yeah, we got plenty of grudges.
There must be a whole shopping list of grudges you've got. Well done, lads.
Yeah, thank you.
I say you've done a lot of work. You've improved the robot immensely. Ladies and gentlemen, what a team! X-Terminator!
From Belmont in Herefordshire and number 11 seed, X-Terminator.
In their 5th Robot Wars and their 2nd semi-final.
Now, I just want to know, I want you to paint a picture for the viewers at home. What does it actually feel like? Are you nervous? Are you frightened?
It's very, very nervous until they say activate, and then you just forget about everything and just concentrate on what you're doing.
You're up against a flipper.
Yeah, another flipper.
How are you going to deal with it?
Well, hopefully we're going to remove its wheels off the side of it before it gets a chance to flip us. That's our only tactic, I think.
Has the vertical spinning disc, 4-wheel driven, 4-wheel steer, extremely destructive, but it doesn't like flippers. Firestorm, for example, beat it in the heat final of the 6th Wars.
Roboteers, stand by.
The St. Agro team, Terry and Benjamin Carlin, who's 12, and Michael Gambon. And X-Terminator, Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin. And in the arena for the house robot, Shunt once more. And Matilda, with the tusks and the flywheel, and the attitude problem.
3,
the bad breath.
2, 1, active.
And the mother, well, we don't talk about her. St. Agro, quickly across the Reno floor. X-Terminator awaits. Is the spinning blade of X-Terminator working? The ref cam looking on. It's spinning so fast, it's a blur, the X-Terminator blade, I think. Straight into the side of St. Agro. And St. Agro already tattered here. There's a chunk out of one of the wheels, look. Oh! Flayed! There's the chunk from the wheel. They won't be able to run truly across the arena floor. They're limping towards the pit release. They can't even activate that properly. X-Terminator gave them help. We are now down to the stage where the fittest and meanest survives. and the weakest are marmalised. Oh dear, can hardly look on, Terry Carlin. He's the builder and the fixer of the team, and the taxi service too, he says, to and from the workshop, and also the robot hospital, because that, I'm afraid, is where St. Agro is heading. Refbot has a look, the inevitable is nigh, and X-Terminator looks mighty and powerful and durable, persistent, and Matilda, of course, always likes to come in and pulverise the weak. Whoa! Look at that, missing out of that wheel. You're not talking foam rubber out there. That was real metal munching. Down comes Shunt's axe. It's an Agro venting steam. In the CPZ. Ooh, they grimace. And they stare. And they ponder how much damage they can cause. X-Terminator. Marlon Pritchard, the driver. Simon Baldwin, tactical expert. A suspension technician by trade. Marlon is an instrument engineer. And Terry and the team look on in dismay. It'll hobble its way, assisted by Matilda, onto the floor flipper. And St. Agro's last memories of this, the Robot Wars, the 7th Wars semi-final, will be a thrust through the air, and down they came with the greatest of ease, and Matilda in there once again. I like the look of X-Terminator. We've seen some very good machines so far in the semi-final. Gravity and Tornado, and now X-Terminator.
St. Agro consigned to the pit of oblivion. X-Terminator, they go through! My memory serves me right, you've been in the semi-finals once before.
Yeah, Series 4.
Was that the 4th war, was it?
Yeah.
So these aren't quite heady heights, you're used to it. How do you think it went?
Yeah, it went well. That's what we hope and try and do. Try and get to the wheels before they got the flipper under us. Yeah. Because we're not good for a flipper. If we go over, we've had it. Yeah. So
can you not self-right?
We can if you land in the sort of right place, but it's always hit and miss. You get on the side of the arena or something. So we had to try and take them in a bits first.
Yeah, and you did. So anyway, let's hope you avoid a flipper. Yeah. Get who you want. Let's hope you go all the way. Yeah. Let's hear it. X-Terminator!
This round, Bulldog breed, are you going to take him?
It's going to be very tough, very tough.
Why?
It's built like a tank. It is very strong all over. There's just no way of getting into it, I think.
So it's going to be quite a close contest.
It's going to be real close. It's going to be a good battle.
It's going to be a good battle, but he never gives up, that Bulldog.
No, nor do we.
Bulldog breed.
Showing terrific doggedness to get this far, the machine of the Summerfield family. There's young Robert in the middle, only 17.
X-Terminator.
It's the second series semi-final. Wild Thing beat it back in Robot Wars, the 4th Wars. Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Cassius Crone. It's a killer lot 2.
3, 2, 1.
Bulldog breed, slightly the heavier by a couple of kilos, slightly the faster by 1 mile an hour. X-Terminator's blade, though, certainly the more damaging. Already rendering metal there, bending and buckling and shredding and tearing. And Bulldog breed upended, flipped over, can self-right using the flipper, and once again hopping away. Oh, but they know. Look at the faces. Look at the faces. They know. Tony Summerfield desperately trying to drive Bulldog breed away from the trouble zone. An X-Terminator after them. And Sir Killalot, that hardly helps. X-Terminator's blade back up to full speed. Only checked when it comes into contact with Bulldog breed's armour. into the CPZ. How can Bulldog Breed turn this fight around? It is difficult to see here a way out for them because they can't flip, can they? They can't get in underneath X-Terminator because their front is buckled up. X-Terminator pushes into the clutches of Sir Killalot in that CPZ. Oh, Sir Killalot almost tried the lance on X-Terminator, but clutches Bulldog Breed. Plucks it up. The ref bot looking on. Exterminator moves away, knowing, I think, theirs is a place in the grand final. Moments away, surely now, for the team from Herefordshire. Exterminator. In again on Bulldog Breed. Well, they've done terrifically well to get this far. But they will get no further unless there is a major turnaround. I mean, we have seen robots at this stage, this dominant, drive themselves into the pit, get too close to an arena side wall, and then a flipper has tossed them out. That's happened in the past in Robot Wars, but not this time. Not this time. Bulldog Breed. For a minute there, I thought your kennel awaited. Down and away out of that arena. Sir Killalot comes in. Never misses a chance. Well, give a dog a bone. You know the story. Exterminator again. And a bit of metal is ripped away from Bulldog Breed. Sir Killalot crumples. Exterminator thrashes. Tony Summerfield and Robert Summerfield look on. They can barely watch. Oh. There's a tattered noise to it all. The tyre exposed. Oh. They're beaten. Is he saying stop it? Is he saying refbot come in? So much work goes into these machines. They've gone so far. And one step away from the grand final. Bulldog Breed has been put back on its lead. And it will go back to the kennels. A whimpering, not barking. Exterminator the winners. And through to the grand final for Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin. Well done to them.
Annihilation, obliteration, devastation in the war zone. The Bulldog gets put down. Exterminator through to the grand final. I don't know if I should stand that close to you, actually. You've got a definite mean streak. Now, you know, we do like carnage and chaos. We like destruction. But you showed absolutely no mercy whatsoever.
You can't. Is there any way? Because, like, his flipper was still going, and there's any chance we could have got on it, we could have been over and out straight away. Well, it's still flipping. You just can't take the chance.
So you've just got to go in and really kill it off.
Got to give it a good kick in.
Even when there was bits north, south, east and west of that robot.
That's what we're here for.
You finally built a robot that can do the damage, that does the business, and we love it. Ladies and gentlemen, go mad! Exterminator!
We've got one more to come, and
it's going to be brilliant, this next one, really brilliant as well.
Are you really excited?
Yeah, I am, actually, I am.
Look how excited Noel is. Martin, are you pretty excited?
Yes, I'm looking forward to the next one.
From Belmont in Herefordshire and number 11 seed, X-Terminator.
This their fifth wars, their first grand final.
You are up against Typhoon, which is another spinner. We have seen Typhoon cause some major damage in these seventh wars. What are you going to do against it?
Well, their spinner takes quite a fair time to spin up to speed, so because ours only takes about 3 or 4 seconds, we're going to try and get to them quickly straight away, like try and get them over or immobilize them.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin and X-Terminator. And the Edinburgh boys, Corporal Gary Cairns on the left, Sergeant Graham Horn in the middle, and Flying Officer Peter J. Bennett with them. And the fan club. So who's on duty? Well, for us, Dead Metal is. And Sergeant Bash, the Army,
3
to get the RAF into line.
Activate.
Now Let's see if X-Terminator can chase them down. I didn't think so before they could get up to spinning speed. X-Terminator, I think, has missed its chance. I think they've missed their chance. Typhoon 2, too quick across the arena floor, and look at the spinning now. Listen to the whirring. Can you hear it? It's frightening. It's like the noise that the doodlebug bombs used to make in the war. And it comes in and smacks into X-Terminator, and that's good strength. The outer armour of X-Terminator withstanding the first blow. Chips of metal fly away across the arena floor. I like the look of Typhoon too, but X-Terminator digging in, trying to cut down the angle, and now running away to hit the pit release. What's happened to the disc? X-Terminator's disc is not working. One of the Typhoon 2 attacks must have crunched the electronics. The disc isn't working. I think actually the drive chain has come away. Exterminator now impotent. Typhoon senses they can come in for the kill. Exterminator in trouble. Oh, buckled, look at that. And ripped. You can hear the ripping of metal. I'm sure from where you sit. And look at the Exterminator boys. Brilliant so far, Marlon and Simon, about to head out, unless Typhoon does something stupid and spins into the pit, very nearly bouncing off into the pit. They're going to have to watch out there. Captain of the team, Flying Officer Peter Bennett, looks at his controls. Typhoon 2 bounces away. They're trying to stay out of trouble. Sergeant Bash gives them a flick of flame. Exterminator still in this fight, very much so. Oh, Typhoon 2 smashing the smithereens, part of the arena.
Cease.
And Exterminator as well. I think they've had to call a cease because, yes, the arena wall was damaged. Jane's going round to have a look. I've never seen damage in it like this before. Exterminator hopes bashed. Our arena smashed.
Is it quite dangerous, Matt?
It's not quite dangerous. It's extremely dangerous.
Are you in danger sitting here?
Well, no. We've got two layers. It only went through one layer. That layer it went through, they're both the same thickness. But remember, we've got the whole of the cage, the box, which has got the other layer, plus all the supports of it. I wouldn't be sitting here otherwise. I have to say, with all the robots we've had, this is potentially the most dangerous.
Okay, what's going to happen now? The arena has been repaired. The judges are going to allow Typhoon 2 to get up to the spinning speed that it was at before the arena was crushed. The teams are okay.
3, 2, 1.
And we're off and underway for the remaining time of this grand final battle. Oh, and as soon as we've started again, I think we'll have stopped again. Because for me, Exterminator has just been beaten. One more smash from Typhoon 2 seemed to have done it. The house robot's checking. Is there a visible decrease in the spinning speed of Typhoon 2? Oh, there will be now, because Marlon has accepted defeat. Well, terrific competitors fighting in their fifth wars. They've never been this far before. Great improvements. Worthy opposition, but beaten. And now, of course, oh, that's nice, down in the pit, save it any more severe damage. It's had enough, hasn't it?
Cease.
If not the championship decider itself. That place goes to Typhoon.
Well, we reinforced the arena, but all to no avail for Exterminator. Typhoon, they go breezing through!
We saw the fight. They gave you a right good battering.
Yeah.
And then they kind of broke the glass mackerel on screen, which is supposed to be bomb-proof. So we went and fixed it, reinforced it, and you wanted to carry on the fight. And it lasted about 3 seconds. Why did you want to come back for more punishment?
Well, we're here for a war. We're not here just we're here to try and win it. So yeah, like we're taking some damage. It was only going to be more damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you never know. We might have got him in the pit, but
is that the plan?
That was our only way out, was to get him in the pit. Like.
And because it hits when it's spinning, it doesn't know what angle it's going to come off on, does it?
Yeah.
So it could always come off.
Ricochet in.
It's terrible when you see a robot you like get trashed. But get down there, get your spanners out, start fix it. Ladies and gentlemen, please go ballistic for X-Terminator!
That was an amazing battle out there.
Yeah.
You took some damage though. What happened?
The biggest problem in that particular fight was it hit us very hard, and it's fried both the batteries. The batteries are both dead.
I mean, it looks twisted, it looks beaten up, but it's only superficial damage.
It's only superficial, and the disc will be working again for the next fight.
Does it look okay to you?
X-Terminator.
The machine of Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin. Well, they look confident enough.
Tornado.
Seems to have stripped fitter for this playoff, for me anyway. Tornado. The reign of champions over for Andrew Marchant, David Gamble and Brian Moss.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Matilda making her first appearance in this grand final. And Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1, activate.
This for third place then. Tornado quickly on the attack. Can get up to 10 mile an hour top speeds. Not great, but it's the fact it'll push all day long that makes it such a strong competitor. And I don't think X-Terminator was ever going to be fully ready for this playoff. They came into the arena, they talked the talk, they couldn't walk the walk, could they? In trouble straight away. That spinning disc isn't working. And I think or is it? Yes, it is now, look. Just beginning to crank up through the speed, the spinning disc. Biting into Tornado, scratching the front scoop, bashing away. Not fully operational, not at its best is an X-Terminator. Oh, and turned over, I think by a combination of a Tornado pushing one direction and Matilda's fly wheel spinning tail in the other direction, but they're okay, or are they? Look at Tornado. Poor old X-Terminator taking some damage again. They've got hydraulic spikes out of the side, by the way, if you're wondering what those cones are all about. Not greatly impressive, but the spinning wheel has been throughout this championship. Oh, and I think that's a bit of Sir Killalot that's come off. They've taken a bit of Sir Killalot's armament off. Well, that's a trophy. They'll want to take home. Tornado on the attack, though, relentless as ever. And another slam from Tornado. X-Terminator. How are the batteries in this playoff? Tornado still chugging away. The pit descends. Tornado. Not first place in the 7th Wars. Third, some consolation. As a little bit of a nut or a bolt goes running across the arena floor. Pushed into the CPZ. With the pit release tyre. Tornado wants a little bit of that as well. Matilda's thinking about coming in. Oh, there's something shiny on the wheels of Tornado. Is that hydraulic fluid? Is that oil out there? They can't get any traction. They can't get out of the CPZ. But X-Terminator won't be able to draw them into any more peril because they're about to be counted out. Out they go. X-Terminator finish 4th. Tornado 3rd. And Matilda can wreak havoc.
Cease.
Oh! Devastating! Explosive! Bronze medal! A place on the podium! 3rd place goes to Team Tornado! I bet you'd be happy if you never saw Matilda again.
Yeah, we were cringing a bit there.
You had a lot of repairs to make.
Yeah.
To the robot.
Yeah.
After the fight with Typhoon.
We got most of it together. I don't know whether that's what's affected it now. It cut out on us, all the drives cut out.
But even so, the weapon was working splendidly well.
Yeah, it was going all right. They're a hard robot to fight. They dog you down all the time, don't they? You've got to be there attacking. Or
it's like an Energizer bunny, isn't it? It just keeps coming at you. It goes on and on and on and on. It's like a piston.
Yeah.
You're great competitors. We love having you on Robot Wars. We hope all that damage isn't going to cost too much and isn't going to stop you coming back
we'll
for more carnage. Let's hear it. What a robot team! X-Terminator!